What is going on, everybody? I go by the name of Kari, and I want to thank you guys for joining me today on Sneaker Fetish. What more can be said about Michael Jordan that hasn't already been said? Today, we're going to delve into some history and take a look at an exclusive new collection that Jordan Brand just dropped. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, today, I really want you guys to sit back and relax. We're going to look at 3 different pairs of sneakers today and go through a lot of history about Michael Jordan. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys are too. From the 1986-87 season to the 1992-93 season, Michael Jordan held consecutive scoring titles in the NBA. Now, not only is that an incredible feat in and of itself, but in that time frame, Michael Jordan also got 3 consecutive NBA Finals championship rings. We like to call it the first of his 3-peats. Well, Jordan Brand decided to give us 3 very special editions of sneakers that Michael Jordan was wearing during each one of those 3-peat seasons, and they all came in this box right here. So let's take a look at the box first before we start taking a look at the sneakers. Now, if this box looks familiar to you guys, it should be, because there are 2 pairs of sneakers I can think of off the top of my head that came in this box. Number 1 is the Union Jordan 1 that came with this accolade-laden box here with Michael Jordan's different prints on here, cartoon prints, achievements he's done, different campaigns, a sketch from Tinker Hatfield right here. Really love this packaging. Now, another sneaker that I believe came in this box as well was the Michigan 12. Now, don't quote me on that, but I believe that sneaker also came in this box too. Now, inside of this box, you're going to just get some regular black paper, but there's a really cool card that comes inside of each one of the 3 pairs as well. Now, the pack is officially titled Reflections of a Champion, and this little card is inside of each one of the pairs that comes in the pack. Now, you can pause your screen and read the card in its entirety, but it basically explains how Michael Jordan went on this incredible tear between 1991 and 1993 to win his 3 championships back-to-back. Not only that, but to also get 3 back-to-back Finals MVPs and 3 back-to-back scoring titles. Boom. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Air Jordan 6 Reflections of a Champion. Now, as you guys can see, they took the classic black and infrared Jordan 6 colorway and silhouette from the 1991 finals, and they laced it all around the upper of the shoe with this 3M reflective material. Now, the really dope thing about this sneaker is how they kept all of the original little details on the OG models of the shoe, where you can see just enough pieces of the original colorway shining through, but you also get that full 3M wrapping all around the sneaker as well. So you're still gonna get the infrared pops along with the black on the midsole. You're still gonna get the black Nike Air stitching on the heel of the shoe. You're still gonna get the black and infrared pull tab on the heel. You're still gonna get the neoprene lace cover up here on the front of the sneaker with that infrared stitch Jumpman along with that infrared lace lock. And you're gonna get that classic black and infrared Jordan 6 outsole. But again, the rest of the shoe wrapped completely in 3M material. Matter of fact, let's take a look at what the 3M looks like on these. Boom. There it is. Now again, 3M all around the lateral and medial side of the sneaker. These shoes are gonna be loud when you put them on. And I had to give you guys both sneakers just so that you could really get the full 3M effect of this shoe. When I tell you completely wrapped in 3M, I mean completely wrapped in 3M material. Now, Michael Jordan ended that season not only with the first championship that he ever got, but he also was averaging 31.5 points per game for the season to snag that scoring title, and again, he was the Finals MVP. So what an incredible way to introduce yourself to the world and see who you really are. Now again, Michael Jordan had been balling prior to that. He's had multiple scoring titles prior to that, but this is really his breakout season when he gets that first ring. And what better shoe to do it in than the iconic black and infrared Jordan 6. Now it's 1992. Michael Jordan already has a ring under his belt, and he's really starting to get in his bag now with all the opportunities that are coming his way, not just from the success of his sneakers, but also from his success as an athlete at this point. He's getting bigger deals. He's doing more commercials. Not only that, but he's going to the Summer Games with the infamous Dream Team to win that gold over in Barcelona. And he was doing all of this in the next iteration of his sneakers, the Air Jordan 7. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Air Jordan 7 Reflections of a Champion. Now, if you guys notice here with the color pops here, this is very reminiscent of the Cardinal Air Jordan 7 colorway. Now, that all Cardinal white upper is replaced again by that full 3M material. We'll take a look at that in a moment. But everything else true to the OG of the sneaker. You get the same African tribal silhouette all around the sneaker here that Tinker was really going for. You get those really nice hits of that kind of burgundy-ish colorway with that white and that black on that midsole. You get that beautiful gold Jumpman on the lateral side of the sneaker on the collar. On the heel of the shoe, you get that iconic arrowhead design there with the 23 in the middle, along with that gold pull tab. How many times have we seen this outsole on TV and on movies everywhere from Seinfeld to maybe even on TV shows like Martin? This sneaker is just so early 90s. Personally, I really love the design of the 7s. The Air Jordan 7 is one of my favorite Air Jordan silhouettes. Of course, the 14 being my most favorite. But the 7 is such a comfortable shoe to me. Styled, of course, after the Nike Huarache with that neoprene, stretchy, Huarache-like inside lining around the sock, lining around the inner portion of the shoes here. Now, interestingly enough, this was the only pair that came with an extra set of laces. You get another set of burgundy laces that you can swap out the silver laces for if you want to achieve that kind of contrasted look. Now, it's kind of weird how we didn't get another set of laces with any of the other shoes in the pack, but hey, if we only get one, we only get one. We'll take it. Don't know how well you guys can see it, but I really also like how that tongue is also silver to match the 3M reflective outer. A couple of interesting facts that I never really thought about before until I was going back and doing some research about these. First of all, this was the first sneaker in the last 5 iterations that had no visible air unit in the sneaker. The 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6s all had a visible air unit in the sneaker, but we didn't get that with this one. I guess Tinker felt like, hey, it's time to do something different, time to take this thing in a new direction, and honestly, it works for me. We've seen some incredible colorways in the Air Jordan 7 as well. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys' favorite colorway in the Air Jordan 7 is. Was it the Cardinals? Was it the Raptors? Was it the French Blue? Or was it another colorway? And of course, without further ado, let's take a look at the 3M action on the Jordan 7s. Boom. There it is, a 3M action on the Air Jordan 7 Reflections of a Champion. Again, whole lot of reflective action on the lateral and medial side of this one. I don't know, I really like the way that these sneakers look with all the 3M on them. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But tell me what you guys think about the 3M action on the 7s down below. Do you like the 3M on the 6s? Or do you like the 3M on the 7s better? So the 1992 season ends. We're going into 1993, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I kind of thought that Michael Jordan was starting to get a little bored with basketball at this point. He had been in the league since around 86, 87. He was really starting to establish himself. He had 2 rings back to back under his belt at this point. I think he kind of wanted to prove it to himself that he could do it a 3rd time. But honestly, there wasn't really anything huge or monumental about the 93 season that I personally saw from Michael Jordan. He had a great season. He scored very well. Of course, got another scoring title. He did some incredible things in the season, but overall, there just wasn't really a lot of, I don't know, there wasn't really a lot of pizzazz or sauce that was thrown on the 93 season. He came in and he really did his job, and he did it very well. But when you have such iconic moments such as the shrug from the 92 season when he had the Air Jordan 7s on, not a lot of stuff really compared to that with the Air Jordan 8s. Now, regardless of that, Michael Jordan came in and still got the job done, securing that 3-peat ring, and he did it in these here, the Air Jordan 8 Reflections of a Champion. Now, obviously, the undertones of this sneaker comes from the Bugs Bunnies. Some people call them the Bulls colorway. Whichever colorway you want to call it, it comes in that iconic white, gray, and red colorway. Again, 3M upper all wrapped around the sneaker here. You get that classic Air Jordan 8 cutout on the lateral and medial side with that gray, red, white, and black all splashed in there. I love the midsole on the Air Jordan 8. Red right in the center, silver on the back and on the front of the shoe. Now, this sneaker was the return of the Nike Huarache-like neoprene boot inside of the shoe, but this time we got a chenille, some call it carpet, tongue. Now, on this tongue here, you get this really nice red, dark gray, sky blue, and navy blue stitch Jumpman right in the middle of the tongue. Possibly one of my favorite outsoles on any Air Jordan model is the Air Jordan 8. That beautiful blending of colors all going throughout the middle of the midfoot. Now, not only are the colors all blending together, one of my favorite elements of the shoe, but honestly, it was a really daring and kind of risky take design-wise as well. Now you also get these red chromed out lace buckles along with this 3M Velcro Air Jordan strap. The strapping system to me was one of the most interesting takes about the Air Jordan 8. Some people loved it, some people hated it. Personally, I thought that it was a win. I liked the straps. But then again, I really wasn't a hooper in school as well. And apparently if you really played ball, a lot of people didn't like the Jordan 8 because they said that it wasn't breathable, it was too heavy, and people just really couldn't get down with trying to perform in a shoe that weighed this much and that felt the way that it did. Now, personally, I think that this is when the Air Jordan line started looking more at fashion than just function. Now, yeah, there were a lot of new technologies that were adopted into this sneaker. There were some interesting things done in the midfoot, in the sole plate, in the outsole of the sneaker. But at the same time, to me, this sneaker had everything to do with fashion. It was the first Air Jordan sneaker that we could really start doing things to manipulate the way that it looked and make it our own instead of just wearing the sneaker exactly the way that it looked. You gotta remember now, it's 1993, and so fashion really was taking an interesting turn, especially in the urban communities where people were really all about expressing themselves and really changing things up. People were cutting up shirts, they were airbrushing stuff, they were doing all kinds of weird and wild things with their shoes and their clothes. So now you had a shoe where people could actually take a piece of the shoe, and if you wanted to wear the flaps out or the bunny ears for that matter, you could do that. If you wanted to strap the shoe in, you could do that as well. You could personalize the shoe to your style, and that was kind of a first for Jordan Brand. Matter of fact, sound off down in the comments below and let me know how you wore your 8s. Did you wear them with the ears out or did you wear them strapped up? Now, of course, let's cut the lights, take a look at the 3M action on these. Boom. And there it is. This is the 3M action on the Air Jordan 8 Reflections of a Champion. Now, this is really interesting how they put the 3M not only on the lateral and medial side, but inside of the quarter panels, all around the straps. They really didn't leave any parts out as far as the 3M coating. So if you guys were to wear this sneaker here, you are definitely gonna get seen wherever you go. Let me know what you guys think about the Air Jordan 8 3M action. Which one out of the three do you think has the best 3M? I don't know. I don't think that the Air Jordan 8 is my favorite 3M action. I think I might be kind of leaning more towards the Air Jordan 6's 3M. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And that pretty much covers it. Now tell me what you guys think about the Air Jordan 6, 7, and 8 Reflections of a Championship pack from Jordan Brand. Are you looking forward to copying yourself a pair when they drop in early June? Or are you going to go ahead and skip on these? I'll be really honest with you guys. I don't think that Jordan Brand intended for this sneaker to be worn. Personally, I think that Jordan Brand wanted us to put these sneakers up somewhere and really put them on display. I think that this collection is more so for the collector than somebody that's actually going to wear the sneaker. Not only does 3M crease horribly as soon as you wear it, but it tells such a story that's so rich in history. I think that Jordan Brand wanted to use these more as a talking point than as a fashion item. But sound off down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Are you actually going to rock these if you pick them up? Or would this kind of be one that you would put up on the shelf and kind of display? Now, one more thing I wanted to mention today was an interesting difference that I noticed on the size tags of the boxes of the 6s versus the boxes on the 7s and the 8s. Now, this is the box for the 8s here, and you guys can see that it looks like a regular Jordan sticker. However, you guys will notice that on the box for the 6s, the label is white. It's a little longer, and it has a QR code that you can scan over here on the right side. Now, I actually scanned that code because I'm nosy like that. It actually brought this up, which was an interesting screenshot from Nike.com that says unlock the look. Now, you couldn't navigate on that page. There were no links that took you anywhere else, just that photo there that said unlock the look. So I'm wondering if Nike and Jordan Brand are gearing up to add QR codes on the labels for their sneakers that might possibly unlock new content, maybe unlock an apparel collection, or maybe some different Nike Plus member rewards. Who knows? I'm sure there'll be more to come on that, but in the meantime, hopefully you guys enjoyed unboxing these 3 different amazing pairs of sneakers that are all iconic silhouettes and colorways that represent an amazing time in Michael Jordan's career. I got lucky. I was able to get the pack off of a shock drop that Nike did via the Sneakers app a couple of days ago, but these will re-release in a wider release, I believe in early June, around the 7th or the 8th, something like that. Don't quote me on the dates because I'm horrible at dates. But hopefully you guys are able to get whatever pair you're looking to get, or you can complete the trifecta like I did here. Sound off in the comments. Let me know what your favorite silhouette and colorway is between the 6s, 7s, and the 8s. Are you guys fans of the OGs, or are you guys fans of some of the newer colorways that have come out? Remember, if you're not subscribed, make sure that you click on that subscribe button while you're down there in the comments. Make sure you welcome yourself into the Sneaker Fetish family so that you don't miss out on any more heat that comes through like these, because I guarantee you I got a lot more heat on the way. As always, I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on Sneaker Fetish, taking a look at all three of these sneakers with me today. I go by the name of Kari. This is the Air Jordan 6, 7, and 8 from the Reflections of a Champion pack. And until next time, I'm out.